Good morning. Welcome to my floor. It's it's about time for me to do some push-ups. About that time of day. So, I'm gonna do that. I gotta put my necklace on. I forgot to do that. It helps when I'm doing push-ups to let me know that I've gotten low enough because it touches the ground. Also, it feels weird to not have it on. So I'm just have to put it on. Ugh. My Blight Lord Terminators are all primed up. I'm kind of sad. The one with the massive plague flail. A couple of the deepest recesses of the flail did not get primer on them, like, at all. So I had to. Normally I would go outside and do it because it says do it in a well-ventilated area, but it was such a small portion. I was just like, I'll just do it inside. Shake a, shake a, shake a. Like, just the absolute smallest amount that I possibly could. But it covered it, so I gotta wait for that to dry. And then I can paint that one. But I'll be painting other things for more than enough time to keep that timer occupied, I guess, if you want to say it like that. It's a dumb way to say it. My brain ain't on. I just got up a little while ago, a couple of hours. Haven't eaten or done anything like that yet. Just kind of woke up, checked YouTube. Fucking saw a video by the Healthy Gamer GG that that annoyed me a little bit because he was talking about how sometimes self-love doesn't work. Sometimes you need a kick in the pants to get you moving and to get you to value yourself, I guess. And he was talking about how some of value comes from, like, money and how that's one of the biggest external factors. And I'm like, yeah, I would value myself a lot more if I could have money, but nowhere will hire me. I don't know why. I really don't. I've been applying to jobs that are even in my alley of expertise, if you will, related to metalworking, that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One that I was really hoping I was going to get, that I really don't think I am at this point, because it's been like 2 weeks since I applied and they have not called, emailed, anything, was like a industrial metal etcher. And I thought that would be pretty cool to do. I don't know if any of you have ever etched metal, but the smell of the chemicals that is used for it, I'm sure it would get, pretty rough after a full day around them or whatever, but I just really like the way those chemicals smell. It's not a good smell, but it's a nostalgic smell for me. It reminds me of back when I was getting tutored in silversmithing, because we did a lot of etching, me and my tutor. Really nice older lady that had a silversmithing setup in her basement, just like a full professional. I think she was a professional silversmith that, like, my mom knew or something, and she agreed to give me lessons. It was great. It was great. Matter of fact, let me see if I can't go find something. I'm not going to bring the camera because my room's a mess right now, but I'll be right back. Let me see if I have a thing that I can show. made this probably an actual decade ago at this point. It was funny because in public school I took an intro to jewelry making class, and the teacher was like, if you've had any prior experience, bring in some of your work and we can see about maybe bumping you up a little bit, you know, maybe have you skip a lesson or two if you already know the things. And so I brought this in, which is a pin. The back bit got bent, unfortunately, because I think I made it out of the pin part out of brass. I don't remember. But I made this in that tutorship, and I brought this in and I showed the teacher, and she was like, so we have like 3 classes. We have the intro to jewelry making, we've got like the more advanced class, and then we have like the what you would call the expert level class, where you don't really do any assignments necessarily. It's just you have like a set number of projects, and you make whatever you want as long as I approve it. You're in that class now because this one piece demonstrates every single technique that the other 2 classes go over and then some. So I got to just do whatever I wanted in that class, which was great. I made a bunch of rings and stuff like that. I had some really cool designs for rings that I wanted to do. One of them that I actually made did not turn out nearly as well as I wanted because I lacked some tools that I later got and then later lost when my shop burnt down. But my idea was to make a silver cutout of Yggdrasil and put an emerald colored cabochon behind that so that the green shone through all of the gaps. And the cabochon was too thick, and the ring ended up looking kind of trash because of it. And I made a mistake. I let my teacher do the soldering on it, and she messed it up, so it was slightly off center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, man. I hate my creative brain. I'm talking about metalworking again. So I had an idea before my shop burnt down the next night. So I was finishing off a sax. It was about 10 inches long, and I was finishing the handle. The handle was made of ebony and purple heart, both of which are obscenely hard woods. So it was taking a minute. After that, I was going to make another sax with a squirrel tail handle that normally in a squirrel tail handle, I don't have an example of this offhand really, but what it normally does is the tang of the knife extends and loops back under itself to form the handle itself. So you don't have to put a handle on it. It's the tang is just shaped into a handle essentially, just kind of bent back around under itself. I was going to have that come, out the first time, back around under itself to form the handle, and then keep going and widen to form a cutlass-style guard. And I just thought it would be really, really cool to do something similar to that guard design, but have it made of like 2 dragon wings, like kind of folding over your hand. That would be really cool. And I could do it too if I had a forge. I miss my metalworking stuff. I don't wear this for no reason. I'm very fond of metalworking. Nowhere will hire me. I don't know. I don't understand why. Everywhere is like, oh, you have to have this number of years of experience, but nowhere will give you that experience in the first place, because everywhere needs those several years of what it's like. How am I supposed to build the experience when you won't give me the experience? I can't magic it out of thin air. One of you fucks has to hire me in order for me to get the experience. I'm hoping at this point, beyond hope, that this YouTube channel will take off. Apparently, people like listening to me ramble, which is crazy to me, because, you know, I'm not used to people enjoying me just going on and on and on and on. Always was like the antisocial type, but I went from like 4 or 5 subscribers to like, it was a crazy number earlier today. It was like 16 or 17. That's not crazy, but it's crazy because it's like, where the fuck did the 10 of you come from? 10 motherfuckers just showed up. I didn't notice. Imagine you're throwing a house party and you're in the living room and there's like 4 or 5 people in there. And that's all you was really expecting. You wasn't expecting it to be a big house party. So you go into the kitchen to make yourself a drink and you come back and there are 3 times as many people in that room now. And you're like, where did you all come from? And they're like, we're here. What's your problem? We like what you're doing. And it's like, oh, okay. Interesting. God, my toes hurt. Easier to do the inclined push-ups with my boots on, but I have yet to put my boots on today, so. Anyways, there is a set of inclined push-ups before I go paint miniatures again. Wish I could get paid to do that. That'd be cool. I don't think I'm fast enough to get paid to do that, because all the professional painters, you gotta focus on speed so much. Everyone wants their shit done, turned around instantaneously. Meanwhile, I take like 2 days to finish a model, if not longer, because I'm such a perfectionist about it. But wouldn't it be neat if I could get like one of them Golden Demon Awards at some point? My painting skills are not nearly technical enough to get that. Not yet. But it'd be cool. I never had too many awards or ribbons or things of that nature, trophies. So it would be really cool to have something like that. And I seem to be alright at painting. Everyone is always surprised by the amount of detail that I've put in. So I have to assume that I'm doing something right, because that detail is my main focus. And people that I've shown unprompted by that, because like I told my buddy, you know, I'm focusing on trying to do a lot of detail, and he'd be like, oh, that's really awesome, you're doing really good. But we went to hang out with one of my buddy's buddies, and I brought that up, and I just was like, yeah, here's some of the ones that I'm painting. I show him some pictures. He's like, holy shit, the detail on that is amazing. I was like, aha, you used a keyword. It means I'm doing something right. But anyways, that's gonna be it for now. My toes hurt too much to do any more incline push-ups, so I'll be back later. Bye bye.